What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Bayonetta 2, which was originally released on the Wii U by Nintendo and Platinum Games, but it was ported over to the Nintendo Switch due to the fact that the Wii U failed, you know. And it is a sequel to Bayonetta, which was released on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Now, it is worth noting that the Wii U version of Bayonetta 2 comes with the physical copy of the first Bayonetta game, and if you get it on the Switch, you can download it, provided you have, I think, most likely, if you have an eShop account, you can download it like that. Now, with that being said, pretty much the plot of the game is that as Bayonetta and Enzo was Christmas shopping, angels were attacking the city, and Bayonetta's friend Jean pretty much joined her in the fight, and that's when they was pretty much about to win. A demon summoning that Bayonetta did pretty much went wrong, and she had to take it out and stuff like that. But before she can do that, it attacked Jean, and Jean ended up going to the depths of Inferno and stuff like that. So Bayonetta is pretty much is on a mission to save her from that. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much with the game, there's pretty much you start off selecting one of three slots to access the main menu and stuff. And the modes are story, tag, climax, um, umpire, tears of blood, gallery, and options and stuff like that. Now with the story, this is where you play the main game and stuff like that, where you have to save Jean, and pretty much you can select the difficulty settings, easy, normal, and hard and stuff. And it is worth noting if you beat the game on hard, you unlock this harder difficulty called um, third climax, which is considered like super hard. And if you beat it on third climax, you unlock it infinite climax, which is pretty much the hardest difficulty in the game and stuff like that. So it's kind of like there's pretty essentially five difficulty settings, two of which I just mentioned you have to unlock and stuff like that. And essentially it has 16 chapters in it, plus prologue that you fight play through first, and then there's this one thing called Record of Time, which is like one of the characters doing a monologue about the fight between two classes of warriors and stuff like that. And I will get to that and everything. Now, and if you um, beat the game, you can unlock Gene as a playable character and play Witch Trials, which is pretty much a, um, where you fight waves of five waves of enemies and stuff like that, and it gets harder as you go along and everything. Now, as of this recording, I haven't beaten Witch Trials yet, but it is hard. I can tell you that. And, one thing that you find in the game is something called Witch Time, which can be executed if you dodge an enemy's attack at the right time. It will slow up the enemy for I guess 5 seconds. It allows Bayonetta to get some free hits in, depending on what the type of combo that you use and everything. And after you complete the chapter, you get a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and pure platinum statues, and then statues are in the shape of some of the characters, including Bayonetta herself. She consists of the platinum and pure platinum statues, while the other three are consist of three specific non-playable characters and stuff. and it's essentially based on like the number of combos that you executed, if you got hurt or not, um, and how fast you beat all the enemies in a particular section and stuff like that. Now with um, Bayonetta, she starts off with some handguns that she's equipped with on her boots. Of course, she used some for along with the ones that she used in her hands and stuff like that. Now you can get extra weapons and stuff like that, provided you collect specific angelic LPs for this one guy Roden who runs a shop that you can buy different items and stuff like that. But with the LPs, you get a specific weapon based on the type of LP that you collect through one of the missions and stuff like that. And once you go into the shop, you give it to him. He'll say he'll come, go away for a few seconds, come right back with that specific weapon. Now, the weapons really consist of a couple of whips made out of vines, a scythe, mace, and chainsaw stuff like that. And actually, if you equip Bayonetta with chainsaws on her her boots and stuff, she can ride them. She can pretty much ride the chainsaws like rollerblades and stuff like that. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to see that, but I pretty much like that part. If you would equip Bayonetta with chainsaws to her boot and stuff like that, and pretty much you can collect a lot of stuff like that, and pretty not stuff, but for far as currency for the shop, you get you collect halos while fighting through the story mode stuff like that. And essentially, with the shop called the Gates of Hell, you can buy weapons, accessories, items, techniques, rolling treasure, and the final one has to do with amiibos and stuff like that. Now, with the accessories, they have specific purposes. If you equip them, have a Bayonetta equivalent and stuff like that. Well, like for example, pulleys of butterflies are used to absorb hits from enemies for a small length of time and stuff like that and everything. And then there's like item in the item section. You can buy lollipops for health, a minus testament, and moon pearls and stuff like that. As far as techniques, these are uh, more combos that essentially Bayonetta can use during the course of a game as you're playing through the story mode, stuff like that. And Roland's Roland's treasure, it consists of the weapons that I mentioned, different outfits that Bayonetta can wear, including stuff that you've seen pretty much from different Nintendo IPs. You know what I'm saying? You can dress as Princess Peach, Daisy, Fox McCloud, Lincoln, and Samus, and stuff like that. Now, with the Amiibo section, you can use Amiibos from pretty much like Link, the three versions of Link, Young Link, Toon Link, Adult Link, or Fox McCloud, Peach, Daisy, um, Zero Suit, Samus in her power suit, along with the some of the characters from Super Mario, you know, like Bowser Jr., Chain Chomp, and stuff like that. Now, pretty much, another thing that you can do is unlock other characters besides Jean, like Roland, Balder, Rosa. It provided you complete certain things. within the game to unlock them and stuff like that. And then there's the mu spellum. I guess that's how you pronounce it. This is where you find for a certain portal. If you press like Y, you enter it, and you fight certain enemies to with a certain challenge in mind, which can range from don't get hit to not using the witch time and stuff like that, depending on which chapter you're playing in at the time and stuff like that. And once you complete it, you get a specific item, whether it's a moon pearl or anything else and stuff like that. And in the witch tribe, which I mentioned earlier, uses those portals that I just mentioned and everything. Like I said, it fight 5 waves of enemies and it gets harder and stuff like that. Now, another thing is that you can view things in called um, bewitchments and crow captures anything called Umbrian tears of blood. Now, with bewitchment, they are pretty much the equivalent to the Xbox 360 achievement and the PlayStation 3 trophies and stuff like that. They'll show different things that you completed, like one of the chapters that you completed to another one which is called Bad Boy and stuff like that. And with the crows captured, you pretty much view how many crows that you captured in specific chapters, and if you capture all the crows in a particular chapter, a red ruby is highlighted next to that particular chapter and stuff like that. Now with gallery, it has sound, jukebox, character art, background art, object art, 3D models, cinematics, and verse cards. Now the sound jukebox is essentially the it's pretty much the soundtrack of Bayonetta 2 and everything, and the tunes within um, sound jukebox are under 8 different color coded LPs. You know what I'm saying? And the soundtrack also includes the song by Andy Williams called Moon Rivers, which quite honestly I didn't expect that particular song to be in the game and stuff like that. And pretty much the character art is pretty much the concept art associated with Bayonetta 2, which shows like concept art of Bayonetta herself, the enemies, NPCs, stuff like that. And the background art is pretty much the concept art of the different locations that you see within Bayonetta 2 from the chapters and stuff like that. And the object art is essentially concept art of weapons, items, instructions, stuff like that. And the 3D models are like pretty much the finished versions of all of the characters, vehicles, and stuff like that. That's pretty much within the game itself. The cinematics really consists of 5 trailers. You know what I'm saying? The Bayonetta 2 trailers for the essentially for the Wii U version and stuff like that. Because you'll see like the E3 2013 trailers for Bayonetta 2, which lets you know what it was for the Wii U when you notice the title and stuff like that. And the verse cards essentially shows all the angels and demons that you face within the story mode and stuff like that. And you can also turn on and off the rumble, and test controls, and pick from 4 different control configuration. At least the four control configurations are in the Switch versions. I don't know how many um, control configuration that the Wii U version has. Probably has the same number though. Now the graphics and design for Bayonetta 2 are just simply amazing, man. Everything just looks just looks good and everything, and pretty much the everything just pops and cool. The color palette, everything just looks bright, and cheery, and stuff like that. I tell you, even the infernal section looks great and everything. The controls and gameplay are just awesome to do. Also, you know what I'm saying? Everything about the gameplay and control, I just like it and everything. And all the combos can be pulled off without a hitch and everything. There's really no hiccups or anything with the combat systems and everything. Now one thing that I do like is that you can switch in and out the different weapons that you can use throughout the course of the game just by pausing it. So if you don't like, for example, if you don't want to use the guns, you can replace them with the katanas, the flying whip, and the side stuff like that. So you can set up any way you want to, and the combos that you can use with each weapon just stands on its own. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the soundtrack, it just it's pretty much top notch and everything. And I would say it is one of the best soundtracks that you can find on the Switch and the Wii U and everything. And Bayonetta 2 also has a great story, great dialogue, great cutscenes, and all that. And Bayonetta 2, surprisingly to me, has a decent amount of content that you can go through. You know what I'm saying? Because like once you beat the story mode, that's not it's not limited to that. You know what I'm saying? There's also like the tag climax, which I forgot to mention, which is where you the point of that is to get more halos than your opponent and everything. You can use it on you can play it online or locally against somebody else or the computer. Just pick a particular first card and try to get this more halos than your opponent. But the amount of content that is within this game is it'll take you a while to get everything. You know what I'm saying? And it was to me it was a nice touch to include the first Bayonetta game for the Wii U and Switch for people who never played it on the 360 and PlayStation 3. And to me, Bayonetta 2 is one of the best sequels that I've played. You know what I'm saying? I put it up there with like Halo 2, stuff like that. And to me, I'm glad Nintendo decided to port it over to the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Even if the Wii U failed and stuff like that. And to me, it seemed like Bayonetta 2 in addressed the flaws that existed within the first Bayonetta game. To me, and I would seriously recommend Bayonetta 2 to anybody who owns a Switch or a Wii U and stuff like that. As far as the score, I definitely give Bayonetta 2 a 10 out of 10 and stuff like that. With that being said, you can sound off in the comment section about Bayonetta 2, whether you own the Wii U or the Switch version of Bayonetta 2. You know what I'm saying? You can even talk about the first game, considering that there is a physical copy of Bayonetta, the first Bayonetta game, when you purchase Bayonetta 2 for Wii U, and you can download it if you have the Switch version, you know. With that being said, if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.